All right, Dads of Erie.
Dads of Erie.
We're here.
We're here. We have the most famous Instagrammer of Erie,
Of
Colorado.
That's probably true.
It is
I would
actually
totally
true.
bet on that.
Welcome to the Dads of Erie, Jeepy Lou.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Slash painted piano.
Slash painted piano.
Slash lip service by Angie or whatever. Is that what it is?
Slash Angel Softball. I mean, you guys.
Okay.
I'm all over Instagram.
wow.
I know.
I didn't know there was so much presence on Instagram.
You
Yeah.
have no idea.
How do you keep up with all your Instagram accounts?
Yeah, how many accounts are you logged into on your Instagram? That's what I want to know.
4. And the way I keep track is I have the same password for all of them.
I actually do the same thing too.
I know. There's no variation.
No variation.
So, yeah.
Hey, we're really grateful you're joining us on your community.
you
Well, I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah, and you invited us for today. So tell us what's going on today.
All right, so we've got 15, maybe 16 vendors here, plus a coffee truck out front.
Yeah, the vanilla
And
bean pastry
we do,
truck.
and everyone is a unique handmade or vintage vendor.
Awesome.
So you're going to
Wow.
find things here that you're not going to find anywhere else, and you're supporting small businesses and moms who do this from home. So it's really super fun that we're here. Great gifts.
That's really
Awesome.
cool.
Yep.
How many years have you been doing this?
So this is our 3rd year, and
Okay.
the first year, the reason I did it is because I was tired of hauling all my furniture to shows, and so I decided I would just do it here, and I didn't want to do it by myself, so I invited a couple friends to join me, and there were 6 of us. And it was a huge success, so the next year I invited more, and last year we had 13. And this year we are maxed out. There is every inch of space used in my house except for the kids' rooms. And we have, 16 vendors.
Wow. So you have people upstairs too?
I do not.
Okay.
No, because that's where all the stuff from downstairs is.
Your furniture.
You
and
can't
stuff,
even
yeah.
open the bedroom doors right now.
Oh, wow.
But because the weather was so nice today, I have a wait list of vendors who wanted to join us.
Yeah.
And once I found out what the weather forecast was, I called a few of them and I said, hey, I have room on the back deck. And so we even have people outside.
Wow.
That's really cool.
awesome.
So, yeah, we have lucked out with great weather every year.
What-
If this was a blizzard, I don't know what today would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does next year look like? Are you moving out of this space? What's the
Well,
plans?
we're considering it. So, yeah, we are thinking we need to find a place off-site. We'd love to stay in Erie.
Yeah.
So we have a few ideas bouncing around. It's sort of bittersweet because it allows us to expand, but I think part of the charm of this show is just the intimate atmosphere at someone's house. So there's a trade-off. We're looking into different things. We'll see what happens.
That's really cool.
No, that's
now,
awesome.
RJ bought 2 ornaments from you
Okay.
today. Explain the process of these ornaments.
Okay, so it starts off with me saying, hey, Gary, can you cut these wood slices for me?
A good dad's a very dude.
Yep.
That's right. And so then he does it. And so then I have stacks of these ornaments up in my painting room, and I just sit till all hours of the night painting these ornaments.
That's
So
awesome.
right now I have, I think 6 designs plus the special Erie one I just came out with this year.
I love
Yeah,
it.
we-
So-
That's what we bought. We bought 2 of those.
That's
Yeah,
right.
One
So
for
the,
me, one for Jay.
the plan is to have a new Erie design every year.
Cool.
So this year it was a no-brainer. Got to have that hot air balloon over
Yes.
the mountains.
Yep.
And next year, maybe, I don't know, either a coyote or a dentist.
A dentist.
Orthodontist.
Just a giant tooth.
Just a
Yes.
giant tooth of
We'll
all the
see.
dentist office that we have in
Yeah.
here in Erie. Yeah.
Yeah, or Burger King.
There you go, Burger King.
Burger
Yeah.
King, yeah.
All right. From the painted piano perspective, what's your favorite thing to do in Erie? What's the one thing you find yourself going to over and over again?
Oh, gosh. That's a great question.
Is it a restaurant? Is it a coffee shop? Is
Something
it?
outdoors.
That's a real gosh. I
From-
don't know how to answer that question.
I would answer it for you because I watch your Instagram feed.
oh yeah,
softball
what
fields.
is it? Yeah,
It's
the
usually
Erie ballpark?
Walgreens. It's Walgreens too.
that was such a leading question, but you are absolutely right. It is. It's Walgreens. Man, I love that place.
Yeah, you do.
They have everything, and I'm not kidding.
What's the most random thing you bought at Walgreens?
Well, do you want to know what I'm really addicted to getting at Walgreens?
Yes.
Stroop waffles.
Stroop
Do you know
Waffles?
what they are?
No, we do not.
Oh.
They are like a piece of heaven in your mouth. So they are. I'm not joking. They're round. Can you edit that part out?
No.
Okay, so they're these
We don't
round
edit.
waffle-looking things, and just 2 like really flat discs
Yeah.
with like caramel inside. And that sounds a little odd, but they fit perfectly on the top of a coffee cup so that they warm and they get melty. They are delicious, and they're
Oh,
right up by
wow.
checkout.
I'm telling you.
That sounds
she
like Jay's
is-
kind of deal
Yeah,
right there.
that is really actually my type of deal. She's a
delish.
Walgreens pro. She is the pro
So
at Walgreens.
I hope he doesn't listen to this, but one of the checkout guys at Walgreens has a daughter named Angela.
Okay.
And every time I go and he looks at my credit card, he says, Oh, Angela. My daughter's name is Angela. She lives in Denmark. And really, I know more about this family than I should.
Every time you tell me.
Every
Well,
time.
I'm sad to say that I really do know a lot about the Walmart Walgreens
Walgreens.
cashiers, and I'm a regular. What can I
Oh.
Hey,
say?
it's what we got, right? It's what we have in town.
You know, I'm not a planner, so when it comes to dinner and it's like, and it's 7:30 and I'm making dinner, and I realize I don't have half the ingredients
Yeah.
for whatever I've just come up with, Walgreens is the place.
It's true.
You
Walgreens
just
is
got to
the
get
place.
creative.
True.
I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm just saying it's convenient.
All right,
It's
one
true.
final question about
Yes.
Walgreens, and we'll let you go back to your show. You're really busy. You're very popular. You're signing autographs in there, taking pictures.
yeah, for
It's
sure.
pretty incredible.
Photo ops.
How many times a week do you visit Walgreens?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, be
This is
honest.
embarrassing. Okay, well, did you know? I posted this on Instagram. Did you know that if you Google Walgreens in Erie, my car is pictured in the parking lot, and that is not a
in the
lie.
in the Street View or whatever.
Yes, my
That's
car,
great.
my van is right there in front. It's not embarrassing.
True
awesome.
documentation.
Guys, so the answer to your question though is literally maybe 5 times a week.
Oh wow! So almost every day.
I'm like
I
a
should
twice
have
a
a
week
sign.
person.
You should have reserved parking
I was
by
just
now.
gonna say,
Yeah,
I
you
just
should.
How
need
many
that.
how many Walgreens reward points do you have? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
too.
you must be
Man,
crushing.
I don't know.
Reward points.
Like a lot.
free prescriptions for life for you now.
You would think. I was just there yesterday for a prescription, actually.
Hey, we really thank you for taking
Thanks,
the time.
yeah,
Angie.
thanks for letting us
Oh,
be
Gee,
thanks,
here.
you guys. This is an honor to be on this.
Yeah.
It's our favorite podcast at the Osborne House.
Oh,
Oh, thank
thanks.
you.
It's our road trip podcast.
It is your California road trip podcast.
It is. This is when
know.
we catch up.
Every time you're in the middle of nowhere, Arizona, I get a text from your husband saying you're listening to our podcast.
Yeah, talking
True.
about whatever we're talking
It's
about.
true.
Like, sorry,
So-
buddy.
Keep it coming. We love it.
All
All right,
All
thanks
right.
so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Angie.
Well,
Oh, you
that's
heard it there.
Yeah, the pro of Walgreens.
The Walgreens Pro. If you ever need Walgreens tips, just
yeah, seriously.
hit up
She
Painted
is-
Piano or GP Lou or one of her other 4 Instagram accounts.
she was the first one I realized they sold cheese, like grated cheese.
Oh no,
at
they sell
Walgreens.
like full on groceries now too. Yeah, doesn't melt well.
Oh, it doesn't melt well.
Okay,
She
good to
said that.
know.
All right, good to know. If you're desperate, that's where you get your cheese.
Yep.
No, it's a fun place. Walgreens here in Erie has been crushing it for years.
I found some good clearance at Walgreens.
Really?
Every once
Like
in a while.
what?
I bought one of those portable battery packs you can charge your phone off of for
Yeah.
$2 because it was on like super duper clearance. It was like
That's really cool.
100% off. It was like 80% off.
Right. Man, the Christmas aisle right now is stocked, and it's like 50% off Christmas stuff already.
Wow.
Yeah. My favorite thing is to do Walgreens the day after Christmas because everything's super.
80% off. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
what
you-
like Hobby Lobby is too.
Yeah, it's very true. And you can find maybe some Christmas lights there. Maybe
Yep.
that's where I go this time.
I think that's what you need to do if you want more.
All right, let's turn the page here and talk about man podcasting and
Okay.
just what some of the podcasts we listen to as men. We talked about this early in a podcast episode.
Yeah, we named a few that we
Yeah.
listened to, but I think I've definitely
I'm
found
always-
some new ones.
yeah,
or
I'm always finding new
unsubscribed or
ones.
whatever too. Yeah,
What are some podcasts that you listen to that you just find like awesome?
I really like Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
I
Joe
think
Rogan.
it's definitely not appropriate, so I wouldn't listen to it with the kids. But
yeah,
I think he brings on really interesting guests, and they go for like 3 hours. We were saying this earlier. They go for like 3 hours,
yeah, they're 3 hours.
and no matter who the person is, they talk about any number of subjects, and they're very interesting to listen to.
Super interesting.
Because they'll have people on like Navy SEALs, and
Yeah,
guys who write books, and political guys, and
philosophers,
and
Yeah.
psychologists and things, and they'll cover anything
Yep.
that comes up, and it's awesome.
I like how it's not edited. Like you just get the raw 3 hour conversation.
yeah, you hear them like drinking water and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's totally cool. I wonder how much money he makes at that podcast. He must make us some money.
He's got a lot of sponsors too.
Yeah.
That's the one downside I will say is that about the first 10 minutes of every episode is him
I-
rattling off sponsors. And
I
I'm like,
couldn't agree more.
okay,
You just skip 10 minutes and you're there.
you're there in the show.
You're there. Art of Manliness is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think you brought that up the first time we talked.
Yeah,
about it,
it's
but
like a gold standard
Yeah.
men podcast. Their Instagram is really fun too.
he used to have a really good YouTube presence, but he kind of really dropped off. And
Yeah.
he went more the podcast and Instagram route. So I'll have to kind of catch up with him.
How Things Are Made is pretty fun.
That's a cool one.
My favorite ones right now, like just the Great Book series. Actually,
Oh, really?
NPR does a 30-minute sort of show summarizing the greatest books ever written. It's really interesting.
Nice.
Like if you're not a reader or you want to find a great read, the Great Books podcast is great.
I like The Way I Heard It by Mike Rowe.
Yeah, the way I heard
the guy who did Dirty Jobs Forever on Discovery Channel. Yeah, he's got a pretty awesome podcast too. He does like these 10-minute kind of stories you don't know who he's really talking about until the very end. And you're like, oh, that's cool. And, like,
That's
kinda gives
really cool.
It's really
I
it's
need to
the
check
way
that out.
he writes it is really well.
The Barbell Shrug is probably the most popular fitness podcast on Instagram.
Really?
Not Instagram, podcasting,
Podcast,
iTunes. If you're like into weightlifting or deadlifts and all that stuff, the Barbell Shrug is a great podcast.
Okay, I'll check that one out.
Yeah, it's just I'm always interested in what other people are listening to, right?
Yeah, what's Gary listening to? What
Yeah.
podcast are you listening to, Gary?
What podcast do you listen to?
What do you listen to?
Dad's of Erie.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
buddy.
Andy Stanley Leadership.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
about the only two I listen to.
Really?
Are
I'm
you-
glad we're in the fold.
How-
Top two.
Top two.
How excited are you about the Star Wars movie night?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. I'm just trying to get through today.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, there is our greatest.
Our biggest fan.
We talk about her more than anyone else on our podcast, and she's never come on.
She could be our second female guest ever.
Second female. Sorry, Jeepy Lou beat you because
She beat you
actually
to it
carried.
by 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super disappointing.
Well, Melissa is here. We've talked about her before. She is the one who gives us all the great ideas for Dad's of Erie usually.
True.
So, Melissa, now tell us what you're doing here today at the Holiday Shop.
Well, I'm just here to help Angie out. So I helped her just kind of get organized this morning before everyone got here, and that's about it. Then I just did some shopping.
Oh, you did some
shopping.
Well, I saw Matt walk in, so I figured he had
I
the
figured
credit card.
he had the wallet.
No. I paid with my own money.
Oh. We were talking earlier. You missed it on the. You'll have to listen to episode 24. But we talked about how he's upgraded from the
Quest to the Infinity.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a big upgrade. There were a couple cars in between then. I think actually the Quest was mine.
Oh, okay.
So the upgrade was from the Quest to the Cruiser.
Which the Cruiser is pretty
The
awesome.
Cruiser is the coolest
I am
car.
pretty
in
jealous
Erie
of
right
the
now.
Cruiser.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but-
it's the coolest car. You could hit a deer, and the deer would like just blow up somewhere with that bumper. Like it would just disintegrate. You don't need to stop.
You know,
Maybe.
Yeah.
There was one day that Jay actually tried to shut the back of the Cruiser for me. And I got halfway home and I looked and like the tire was like flapping open. I told him, I was like, it's really hard. Just leave it. I'll take care of it. He's
And I
like,
was
no,
like,
no,
"No,
no.
I
I
got
got
it."
this. I got this.
Wow.
Halfway home, there's the
Way to go,
tire
dude.
flapping open.
Hey, we've
That's
been asking
awesome.
everyone here today at the Holiday Shop, what's their favorite thing to do in Erie? What would be
What's your number one Erie thing? Outdoor, indoor, food.
food, coffee? I know you don't drink coffee, but is it King Soopers? Is it Walgreens? What is your favorite thing in Erie?
Well, this might be kind of nerdy, but I really like to go to the library.
Sweet.
The library is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I
the
know,
library.
and I'm grown up. I mean, I kind of wish my kids were little enough to do like story time and
Right.
all that fun stuff.
I'm
but
sure Lily would still go to story time with you.
she would look a little weird though.
It would be a
A
little weird.
15-year-old and her
15-year-old
mom
sitting there with the 2-year-olds
showing
clapping
up for
along.
story time.
Hey, you can borrow my kids and take them.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
anytime.
more than welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can
anytime.
we have them all at once?
Sure.
all
yeah.
your kids
all
at once.
6 of them.
It's
We'll
herding
wait till
cats.
after the twins are born.
Okay.
It's herding
All
cats
6 of
right
them.
there. That's what it is.
Awesome.
So the library,
Yeah.
are you one of those that reserves books and
Oh,
picks them
yeah.
up, or are you a browser in the library?
Well, I'm both. If
Okay.
I have time, I browse, but I'm a total reserver. I think I probably have 1 or 2 on hold right now. I need to go pick up.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, are you a DVD renter from the library?
No,
No, it's just
I'm
straight
not
books.
a TV watcher, really.
Do you do the audiobooks through the app, the Hoopla app?
No, the only podcasts I really listen to are audiobooks is Dad's of Erie.
That's
Wow.
yep.
Yeah, we've arrived.
We're already top 2 right there.
Okay, if you're going to say one thing for us to get our wives in the Holiday Shop, what would it be?
Well, you can't go wrong with those Erie 2017 ornaments
Those are the
These
hot
two that we got
topics
right here,
today.
yeah.
because those are so cool.
Right.
I love the succulents.
Yeah, the succulents have been
We've
very
noticed
popular.
the succulents have been flowing
Yeah, those
by
are
us
great.
here.
By the way, I killed my succulent.
How did you do that?
I forgot to bring it in when it was really cold.
Oh, did it come back to life though? I did that too because I'm really bad with plants.
No,
No, it like fried. It was like totally dead and droopy.
well,
and
I threw
brought
it
back
away
to life.
thinking it was fried. I did not know this.
Well,
yeah.
I am the one who
Nurse
can
it
kill a
back to
cactus.
health. Yeah.
next time try.
All right, next
Yeah.
time try. The succulents are pretty cool. What is that? Is that a new theme around here? Like, I'm not very familiar with the succulent. Like,
Oh
thing.
yeah, succulents are super trendy.
cool.
Or
It's
on
part
trend.
of that
Okay.
on trend, sorry.
On trend.
It's part of that whole like minimalist,
Yeah.
you know.
Design,
Yeah.
clean design, like the
Yeah.
white pot. That's
Exactly.
yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, we really appreciate you stopping by
Well,
for
hey.
Dad's
Thanks.
Week. We've
And
talked
listen to
about
episode
you several
24
times.
because Matt was on it.
Matt was on it.
He was on it.
And 25 has you. We finally got you on the show.
It's good to know. Can you guys do some sort of list of all the ones you've talked about me on so I can go back and listen?
Go back and
or-
listen.
No, you just have to
Do
spend hours with
Do
us.
rebuttals because our wives have asked for rebuttals
Oh,
as well.
they
that's
do.
a good.
So
that's a
maybe,
good
maybe
idea.
sometime when we're both sick or something, we'll set it up and let the girls go.
Yeah, they just
Go
talk
at it.
about how ridiculous we are.
Yeah.
Love it.
How much we're lying.
The
Good
wife
idea.
episode 30, the wife episode.
Maybe. Your wife will have twins though. She's gonna be sleep deprived for a
That's
long
true.
time.
Okay, so episode 90.
Yeah. We have to get past, a couple
twins,
months,
yeah.
yeah. But really,
Awesome.
thank you so much for hanging out
Yeah,
with us
thanks
today.
for being
Yeah.
here.
You're the
Super
best.
fun.
There you have it.
There
we
you have it.
finally got Melissa on the show.
Our first and only fan
Yeah, she was the first and only fan for a while.
for a long time.
Yeah, besides John David, who needs to be on the show.
Well,
I really
is
wish
he coming to town anytime soon?
No, I really wish we could fly him out though. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
maybe he'll fly out some other time.
We want to talk transition right here real quick. Talk about the best 70s rock album we listened to.
Why is it got to be 70s?
80s. 70 to 80s. It's got to be old school. What's your favorite rock album to listen to?
Favorite rock
Yeah.
album? Oh, man. Probably Dark Side of the Moon.
Ooh, really? I
It's
did
just
not
got
know
such
that
a-
about you.
It's just got such a variety of music. It's all rock kind of ballads or whatever, but it's a good variety.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't
about
know
you?
I didn't know you're a Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah, man.
Wow. My favorite band of all time in the rock genre would have to be AC/DC.
Oh,
Like, I'm a big AC/DC fan. In fact, that's why I like the Iron Man movies.
because they did a lot of AC/DC.
Yeah,
there.
it's all AC/DC.
That's awesome.
And yeah, anything with AC/DC, just for those who are about to rock, we salute you.
That wasn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but
What if you had to listen to? Let me pose this to you. If you had to listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Paul Simon's Graceland.
Yeah.
I know that's an interesting album.
That is an interesting one.
That is one of the funnest albums. You can listen to that on repeat and never get sick of that music for me.
Wow.
What about you?
I don't know. I was trying to think about it. I don't know if there is one. I don't know if I could do it.
Really?
I just listen to such a variety of music and just.
I know this is weird to say, and I don't listen to him often, but if I had to listen to one album all the time, I don't think I'd ever get sick of Garth Brooks. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a little weird, though. But
Is it
like,
cheating to say like a best of? Like
yeah, totally.
50s greatest hits. So you at least have a little bit of variety.
A little variety, yeah. The Beach Boys' Pet Sounds is pretty epic, too.
Yeah.
But that might get a little old.
I'm gonna go a little weird on you here.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, 2001.
Really?
The Chronic,
Well,
2001.
You know, I realized this probably 8-9 months into our friendship that you are a big hip-hop head.
Yep.
You're a huge hip-hop
I
head.
know.
And
you wouldn't
it's sort of
think it when you
surprising.
look fat white guy. Fat white guy living in the suburbs.
I mean, your music
Driving my
genre is
minivan.
deep. When we were in Vegas together and we were driving around with a bunch of dudes, your music was pretty deep, my friend.
It was a little scary.
It
wasn't
was a little scary.
it? Oh my gosh.
You're like, what?
This is some hardcore rap.
What are you listening to? But yes, you're a big hip hop head.
Yeah.
You know, I would appreciate that. I would actually. I think what is it that Jay-Z did for that movie Gangsters?
Oh yeah, where
That
he came out-
album?
Yeah.
That album was really good too.
Yeah.
You know, he's interesting. I could listen to Jay-Z actually.
Yeah, he's a little more
Yeah.
philosophical.
Philosophical.
That's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. Than most, yeah.
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 But no, he's good. Now, if we're gonna listen to rap in the car with kids, we can't listen to that. So who's the name of some of the rappers you could listen to?
Lecrae.
Yeah, Lecrae's
Christian
really
one.
good.
Yeah. Who's that one you were telling me about the other day?
There's actually, this is a funny thing. Mace used to be really thug, and he's cleaned up his life.
Yeah,
And
didn't
actually,
he found Jesus?
raps. He raps really good.
Does he?
Yeah, and he doesn't rap very often or have many albums past, when he got
His
cleaned
gangster
up. But
time,
yeah,
yeah.
but you can listen to that with kids.
Awesome. I'll
I
have
know.
to check that out.
But Lecrae's a good gold standard.
yeah.
I mean, just a good fun. Your kids could listen to it and get away with listening to good music.
Yeah.
Looks like the Vanilla Bean's gonna close up
Packing
shop. Yeah, man, they've done great business today.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun with you out here.
3 episodes deep, guys.
We're 3 episodes, part 1, part 2, and part 3 of the Holiday Shoppe.
Yeah, we might post them maybe quick succession here because we got Star Wars coming up too.
Yeah,
so.
and we got also twins that are about to hit the ground. So
twins. Not the ground, hopefully. Yeah, we don't want the twins to hit the ground.
No, we don't want the ground. Someone's going to catch them.
Somebody's going to... That doctor, yeah.
The doctor
The
hopefully
doctor will
has
hopefully
them
catch the twins.
Hey, thanks to Panty Piano, GP Lou,
Yeah.
for hosting us today.
Thanks again.
It's
Hey,
been
check
great.
out our Instagram. We're Dad's Veery. dadsveery@gmail.com. Go over to YouTube, search Dad's Veery, and go over to iTunes, search Dad's Veery. Subscribe on both those so you get the video and the audio.
Hey, thanks for Mark and Matt and Melissa and Angie for stopping by today.
Talking about being our guests.
Thanks for the wonderful person who brought us dugout burritos.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hello. It doesn't get better.
No, it does not.